Teach you how to change your acoustic guitar strings. Microfiber cloth, strings, these are gauge 12 phosphor bronze, fret erasers, string winder with the clipper. It has this little thing on it. Before we start, we want to loosen all our strings. These have like gauge 10 or gauge 9 electric strings. I don't know who did this. Okay, I'm gonna use this end of the clipper. See that little notch in there? That little notch is gonna fit right into these white things, these little pegs. That, bam, you just work it out like that. Be gentle. For some reason, I like to keep the order of these. I like to remember which goes where. So I'm just gonna place them right here. Now we employ the string clipper part of this guy. Clip off the strings. Woo! A little trick of the trade, you take your excess strings, go like that, keep them safe. Recycle them. Oh, remember to wear glasses, because this can be kind of dangerous. This particular guitar was purchased by my dad for 250 bucks. You can see all this grime. It builds up near the frets, and that will transfer to your strings. It gets into the wood. It's just gross. I'm gonna show you how to clean it off in the least abrasive way possible. We're gonna clean the guitar neck with the hot breath treatment. Right like that. I would be hesitant to buy any cleaners and stuff. Lemon oil can be okay, but I would be really hesitant about buying any weird cleaners. Next, we're gonna take our tuners and make sure that these little holes are all like this, like so you can pull the strings straight through. Some of these tuners are loose, so I need to get a little tiny screwdriver and secure them better. If you're trying to change your electric guitar strings, check out my video on that. They say that your tuners don't really affect your tuning, but these are so crappy that I might debate that. It's time for the fret eraser. You can use different gauges or just one gauge like I'm gonna use today. I'm not all delicate about it. I just do it an even number of times on each fret. I don't use the fret guard thing because I don't think it works. It really buffs out your frets and it makes them feel like brand new. I highly recommend you use them. They'll change your life. Watch what's going on here. What I wanna do is take this little peg thing and you just put it in like this. Make sure it lines up. Bam. All you need is the strength of your hand and not too much force. It's gonna come through a little bit and then there'll be resistance and that's it, you're good. Now, pull it through and make sure it's tight. There's no slack anywhere. And the first thing I wanna do is pull back one fret. That means from here to here. Whoop! Then I wanna kink it. The string is kinked, it's not gonna move. I wanna take my string winder and I wanna start winding. How do you know which way to wind? Well, on top, it goes counterclockwise. So counterclockwise. See how I'm going? Just match what I'm doing. In great detail, let's try to get this. The string's all tight. I made sure that there's no slack. Put it through the old hole. There's no slack. Pull it back one fret. Kink it. Bam. Now, this string wants to be above the other hole that's about to come around. Here it comes, here it comes. Here we go. And you can see that the string is coming out of that little hole. See the string coming out? So here it comes. This really tells you, okay, so I need to get it. I need to get this underneath. Above the first hole. Bam. And now it's gonna be below all the subsequent holes. When I say above and below the holes, I'm talking about these little holes. See how it's kind of clustering on this guy? It's locking into place. God, these tuners are so shitty, it's hilarious. So, got all the strings on now. The most important tip I can tell you is once your strings are on, people don't realize that it's gonna keep going out of tune. Like there's some slack in here, there's some slack up there. The string itself is gonna stretch out, right? It's metal. Temperature will change it. So like doing this, yanking on it, and then not just going like this, but then taking your left hand and going through all the frets is going to, like I just heard a click right then because the string still gotta move. I'm gonna go like this. Keep in mind, before I did this, it was in tune. I had tuned it. And now we'll hear exactly what it sounds like after this. It's way off, right? Pulling on it got rid of all the slack in all these places. Okay, so now you can hear it and you can tell me what you think about this guitar. I have my own opinion, but you think it sounds good?